Hey, we are finishing up chapter 1, section 3, part 2, adding on to yesterday's PowerPoint of taking responsibility for your health. Yesterday's key objectives or part of our lesson was looking at our 3 steps of gaining awareness, gaining knowledge, and building health skills to help us with our health literacy, which is our toolkit, as you know, what we need built around our value system to extend our life and to extend our or to create our satisfaction based on all of our pieces from last week, and also based on the healthy 2020 goals of the nation. What can we do to build our health literacy based on our own health toolkit, based on our own personal values, to best advocate for our own health and for the health of those in our social environment and our family and our friends. Our toolkit is used by others, not just we're not just building our health literacy for ourselves. Our job is to advocate for those in our immediate worlds as well, our cultures, our family, and our friends. So let's see if I can get this. Hey, that's better. So our goals for today is to create our own SMART goals. These will be both long and short-term health-related goals. Identify the steps for building health skills. Okay, so we're using our tools. And lastly, to evaluate personal values related to health and be able to analyze that evaluation. Okay. Okay. There's a journal question today. It has to do with values and standards and beliefs. A value is a standard and belief that is most important to you. Okay. So it's always important as you build your health literacy and use the information that you access, that you take in and process it. But at this age, we filter it through our ethics and through our values. And that's why it's important to bounce this information off your trusted adults. Remember, this is very personal. It is a confidential class in which this information pertains to just you. To who? To you. Whose toolkit? Yours. So, values are your standards and beliefs, and it's what's most important to you. But how do you walk your talk to ensure that your values are respected in your daily life? How do you make sure that you hold true to your values during difficult situations and when you are faced with making difficult decisions, especially under peer pressure? The greatest influence on you is your peers. So take a minute and reflect on these questions and answer them in your journal. You can probably hear how loud the fan is now. So this slide is really important because it's really the foundation of health literacy for you. And remember, you're not going to get it right every single time. What's important is you don't make the same mistake repeatedly, and that you learn from mistakes, that you change behaviors, and that you change that you change and analyze and access proper information, and you mature through the outcomes of decisions. But keep in mind, knowing that just under half of unintentional injuries and unintentional serious injuries and deaths are related to vehicle use, that one of your biggest rites of passages, which is using vehicles, comes to you at a very early age. So walk your talk. So let's look, how do we build health skills? Analyzing influences means that that's the people around you, what you hear from the media, your cultural influences. You take those in and you process and you analyze. What does that mean to you in terms of building your health skills? You access information. So you find help for questions. You ask questions. You access information. How well do you express your thoughts and do you communicate? In communication, do you advocate for health wellness? Do you advocate for health literacy? Are you advocating and communicating for wellness? Are you promoting wellness when you advocate and communicate about health? When you make decisions, are you checking them against your values? Remember, help. Is it healthful? Is it ethical? Is it legal? What would my parents think? What would my trusted adults think? What would the woo-woos think? Those are the people that show up with the flashing lights. Regardless, what would the law say? Do you set goals? Do you just say it, or do you break it down to steps so you have an action plan to make that goal a reality? Other skills that will help you become a more healthful person. Do you practice healthful behaviors? Are they observable? Are they positive thoughts? Do you walk your talk? And underneath the "you are making a screencastify" is, oops, it said advocacy. And advocacy means, do you advocate wellness to others? Do you communicate the importance of health to other people? Do you bring them up? Do you say, hey, this is a hard time right now, but I'm here for you. We got this. Let's go for a walk. Health advocacy. Okay, so just take a look at these. This is hard. 7 health skills there. You will spend the rest of your life working at these. And I guarantee you, you're never done. It's a journey. You will never be done with your health class. Because you'll always be advocating and passing it on to whoever is next in your life and what's next. But these are the main guideposts. These are the main tools in your kit. So this must be important. It came up again. Advocacy. Advocacy is a skill that involves using communication to influence and support others in making positive health decisions. Advocating. Are you advocating for wellness? Are you advocating for good decisions? Are you advocating for proper use of vehicles? Are you advocating not to use drugs and alcohol? Are you advocating that vaping is not a safe alternative to using cigarettes, or smoking vaping tools are a safer way to smoke marijuana? How are you advocating for health with your peers? Well, look at that. One way to self-advocate, that means for you to self-advocate, is to set clearly defined goals. Have you ever heard of a SMART goal? A SMART goal It's on the next slide. But a SMART goal is best if it has short goals in a timeline sense, where there's little goals, like for 3 days, for the next 3 days, for the next week, for the next month, and then the big goal. So sort of on a timeline. So a timeline goal, short goals leading up to a long goal. And that's how we would like you to set one, health literacy. Health literacy means how smart you are in relevant to health related content. One health related goal. You're going to set one health related SMART goal. Setting a goal helps you translate knowledge into behavior. Okay. So each of you have an area that you know you are deficit, whether it's sleep, whether it's time management, whether it's wasting time with gaming or on social media, or just that one little area where you're just kind of thinking, gosh, I need to do this. So let's pick that and use that as your health related goal. It might be spending time a little bit differently. Maybe it's slipping in a little bit of fruit and vegetables each day. It's usually what teens are deficient in. You think about it. Maybe it's spending 10 minutes a day productively with a sibling. Maybe it's taking 10 minutes to yourself away from your siblings. Just giving you some ideas. They don't have to be huge. Maybe it's raising your GPA 3/10. Maybe you have it all figured out and you're pretty darn sure, and that's great. You have this passion and you know what you want to do. You know, ever since you were little, you just had this feeling. So you can set a pretty good, smart, long-term goal. It doesn't matter to me as long as you can translate your knowledge into a behavior. And you're going to create an action plan, which is a series of small steps to create a goal. And your goal is to be smart. Dumb goals don't happen. Smart goals happen. I made up this goal because I like this goal as a PE teacher. I will run a mile under 10 minutes by the final fitness test. That's a SMART goal. SMART is an acronym. Specific. It answers who, what, where, when, and what. Who, what, the mile. I will run the mile. Not I will run faster if I try. Is it measurable? Yes, 10 minutes. Is it attainable? Well, for most people, most people, yes, sometimes 12, 10 to 12. So it is attainable. If it's realistic or just a dream, these are realistic goals, not dream goals. So set a realistic goal. Okay. Is it relevant? Relevant means is it worth, the situation right now? Right now, today, is this a relevant goal? Yes. So relevant is like a yes, no. And then is it time bound? Your goal must have an ending so you can go back and test it. So SMART testing a goal. You got to be able to say yes or no. It happened in this time frame. So you are setting a goal. A SMART goal. Oh, this thing's in the way again. Let's see if I click on that. There we go. So now it's time to go set a goal. So go get SMART in the Google Classroom and we'll see the document. And I think I'm going to switch over to here. Stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Stay there. So your SMART goal, you have one long-term goal, and you choose your long-term goal. It says make sure it is SMART. It needs to be a time period, take some time to accomplish. Might be graduation, college, career pathway. Make sure to select an LGT that is relevant and not insignificant. It needs to be worthy of achievement in your life. Okay, I also understand we have been home for almost a year. I want you to pick a goal that is a game changer for you right now. Maybe it's sleep. Maybe it's nutrition. Maybe it's getting out of the house and going for a 10-minute walk every day. I don't know. I'm not there. Be honest. Thinking about graduation might be overwhelming right now. Set a reasonable, realistic goal. Be sincere. Don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. Set a goal that is relevant, it's specific, it's measurable, it's realistic and relevant, and it is attainable. Walk your talk, and it's time bound. Okay? So if you're in a little bit of a slump, set a goal for a month. If you're, dang, I'm doing great, COVID's got nothing on me, online school's got nothing on me, I'm still on track to where I am good to go. I am getting a scholarship in track and cross country, and I'm picking between 3 schools. I got them. This is what I'm doing. I want to hear about it. That's good stuff. You're all still my sweet little icons. And then you write your SMART goal down. It says SMART. Write it out. And then 3 SMART short goals to get there. When are you going to check on it? What's that going to look like? Checkpoints. Short-term goals along the way. Okay, that's your assignment. Also, you will find that there is a Chapter 1 review that is optional for your test that will be on Tuesday. Live from 451, this is Pilak. Trying to figure out how to sign out of her Screencastify on full screen, so it could be kind of awkward. Just bear with me. Get over here and exit. That's a good start. And then go up there. Boom.